back was two women. And he said for some reason in the dream and vision, he zeroed in. It's like a light came on one of the ladies that was at the back. And he said that as the vision kind of focused on this lady, she started focusing on the men that was right directly in front of her and the other lady. It said as soon as she, at one point, she kind of put her hand towards her hip under her jacket. And when she saw that both of their eyes were not on the periphery where they could see her, she pulled out a revolver and put it straight in the back of his head and killed him. And he said in the dream, in this vision, he saw Kim Jong-il sleeping and waking up and just in a sweat. And he said the Holy Spirit spoke to him. He's having this dream recurrently every night. He's having the same dream. And he said when he woke up out of the vision, he just wept and just became so broken for this leader of North Korea, who was very wicked, man. I'm talking about some of the stuff that he did even to his own people was just appalling. So he said he had a trip coming to South Korea, and he said, I'm gonna go see this man. And so he said he got all the papers and stuff cleared to be able to go and do it. And he said in that morning he was getting dressed in his hotel room and he got his briefcase and he was getting ready to walk out the room and the Holy Spirit said, where are you going? He said, well, I'm going to meet with Mr. Kim Jong-il. He said, I didn't tell you to do that. He said, but you gave me the vision and the dream about this. And you've been dealing with my heart. I've been praying and weeping over this man every day. I want to go minister to him. He said, I didn't tell you to do that. He said, well, what's the purpose of it? He said, I want you to go to all the pastors of South Korea. And I want you to share with them your vision. And he said, when he got up in front of all these pastors and began sharing, the Holy Spirit told him, they hate Kim Jong-il. Wow. And I died for him. And tell them they need to repent. They've been praying for me to kill the man. And that's not my spirit. And I'm telling y'all, I shared with you about these people that were going to Israel. We're going to save the Jews, and then a couple of years later, they were back at home, and when people would mention Jewish people, they almost curse them out. They become anti-Semitic. You know why? Because they got over there in their minds, they thought the Jewish people was going, oh, what was I thinking about? I see it. Jesus is the Messiah. I will receive him. No, they persecute Christians in Israel. The Jews heavily persecute Christians. Yes. And so they're going thinking, man, we're trying to be a blessing. I'm trying to be a blessing to these kids. And all they're doing is disrespecting me. Look at the devil. Don't get your eyes on the devil. The devil knows how to masquerade. He knows how to do it. Why? To get you from bearing fruit. He want to get you focused on them kids and their issues and their attitudes. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. I'm telling you, it's a trap. All he's trying to do is get you frustrated. What the Bible says, you don't wrestle against flesh and blood. Amen. I remember Pastor Roy. Several pastors that have left Bethany to start their own ministry, and they all, when Pastor Roy was still here, they wanted to meet with him before they began their own work. And they said, Pastor Roy, what's the number one thing that you would tell me that I need to know? And he tell them, people are not your enemy. People ain't your enemy. People is not the problem. It's the devil that masquerades. It's no different if somebody's trying to coerce and behind the scenes coerce somebody to do something and you become privy to it. You begin to realize, hey, this person is the one that's adding this person on and putting this person in harm's way. And you'll go confront that person. Hey, man, quit doing that foolishness. You know, does that make sense? And this is what we got to do. We got to have the mind of Christ and realize who's behind the scene. And then y'all know who Todd White is. Todd White came here and just put something that Todd White said. Todd White said, if you don't have patience, he said, you don't have love. He said, because love is patient. I was like, ooh. And then I remember Cindy Jacobs. She said one time the Lord was speaking to her about a particular person, and she said, yeah, God, that person just really gets under my skin. Oh, Lord, and said God told her, this is what he said, God told her, he said, I don't want you preaching my gospel anymore. I don't want you representing me anymore. I said, well, what are you talking about, Lord? He said, until you can learn how to love people, I don't want you standing in front of people and representing them. You know, God is serious about our love walk. Love never fails. But listen, how are we going to be disciplinarians and having courage? I'm telling you, everything that God has flows through love. People can tell the difference. I promise you. Particularly young people, they can tell if you really care or not. You have to be patient to see how James 5:7 said, be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. And then last but not least, connection. Luke 19:10. This is about Zacchaeus. He stopped long enough what he was doing to just notice this guy. He said, come down, Zacchaeus. I'm coming to your house today. I don't know what resonated in Zacchaeus, but Zacchaeus was like, you want to come to my house? Jesus? He said, Lord, I'm going to read it to you. And this is what he said. He said, I will give half my wealth to the poor. And if I had cheated people on their taxes, I will give them back 4 times as much. I'm telling y'all, when we take the time to connect, this is to me so key. When we're coming, we're not coming to do academics. We're not coming to do small groups. We're not coming to feed them and to do recreation. What we're coming to do is to connect. We're coming to connect to them. Just connect. I could care, don't listen to me, I could care less. If you do a lesson and something is going on and all of a sudden there's a conversation going on between you and the young ladies or the young men, you say, man, seems like some openness is happening. Flow with that. Go with it. Amen. That's the Holy Ghost. Amen. Connect with them. Throw that lesson in the trash for that day. Does that make sense? Yes. Yes. Just get close enough to know him. This is what Jesus said. Salvation is coming to this home today. For this man has shown himself to be a true son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and save those who are lost. Amen. Amen. That help y'all? Amen. Father, we just thank you for the reading of your word. You say the interest of your word brings life. And Father God, I'm asking you just to begin to speak to everyone's heart, God, about our fruit. We want fruit and we want it to last. We want 20 years from now, these young people that we're working with to be the leaders of our city. Great leaders in the community, even in our church, right here in Bethel. Some of these young people we're working with could literally one day be pastors in this church. God, help us to do a great job. In Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Well, we're going to run through this the next 10 minutes. We're going to run through our PowerPoint. For those that have never been here, if this is your first time, raise your hand for me. I just want to know who you are. Okay. But these are our goals. We want to improve the students' school attendance. We want to increase and improve their study habits, their emotional well-being, their social behavior, academic performance, and we want to impact their post-secondary entry. Okay? And like I said, I want to stop here just briefly. I really believe that God is concerned with the whole person. Paul said, I pray that your whole spirit, both soul and body, you prosper as your soul prospers. God cares about the whole person. And I'm telling you, the enemy for too long, I remember Marilyn Hickey, when she was going into these Islamic nations and they were starting schools and stuff, she said, people of God, she said, I'm telling you, the enemy is getting a stranglehold in these Islamic nations and recruiting these young boys to come and strap bombs to their bodies because most of them are illiterate. They feel in their mind they have no future. And so Al-Qaeda and all these groups, ISIS will come and offer them refuge, kind of like a gang almost in a sense. I would compare it to our American gang culture. A lot of those boys are displaced on the streets at young ages. You know, parents maybe crack addicts and all kind of stuff. And so they appeal to that side. Hey, we can give you refuge. We're going to take care of you. You're going to have somewhere to stay. You're going to have somebody fighting for you. And when people feel empowered, people don't bow down easily. I'm serious. When we can help those young people realize that I have the ability to stand and face life and take it on and win, I'm telling you, they won't be so quick to run to the street corners to try to sell drugs. The reason why they selling drugs is because they can't read and write. The number one place in any city that is the heaviest area of illiteracy is always the prison. Always. It's never going to change. Because that's one of the devil's MO. We can get them because they don't feel like they have a future. We can lie to them and tell them, you can make it. You can do this. Yeah, they don't realize you're going to sell your soul to me, to the devil, to do it. That makes sense? And this is how we do it. Guidance and counseling, recreation, academic skills, tutoring, character education, leadership, and support services. Next. This is our design. We are working from elementary all the way through high school. For Melrose, y'all, you may see any little changes. This was some of the changes may be notated. Pretty much with Melrose, everything is basically staying the same. Okay? Next slide. This is where you'll see some differences. Okay? You'll notice food and recreation now for our older students are going to end at $3.25 every day. Okay, no, go back. Academic tutoring. Now you'll see that little asterisk. That means that this is the schedule on days where we have a special presenter. That's the life and job skills, motivational people, character, you know, those type of presentations. If we have them, the academic tutoring will be a 45-minute block from 3:30 to 4:15. And one of the things we're going to do, we've decided, we're going to institute a alarm system in the building over here. And so instead of us getting on walkie-talkies and all that, and announcing, we're going to have an alarm that's going to go off 5 minutes before it's time to change. So if you're in academics on a day where we have a presenter, at 4:10, an alarm is going to go off in every classroom. That's your 5-minute till bell. Then 5 minutes later, it'll go off again. That means by that time, they need to be in a position to move. Okay? And we just want to be as excellent as possible with our schedule, and that way we can maximize everything that we're offering to the kids. Go back, Ephraim. Underneath that, the 3:30 to 4:25 will be weeks where there are no special presenters. We'll add 10 minutes to the academic time, and it'll be a 55-minute block. The same thing for character development. If we have a special presenter, it will always be from the 4:20 to 4:40 time block. And then the small groups will start right after that at 4:45 to 5:30. That gives us about 5 minutes to transition from whatever building and all that type stuff. Every time we transition, we'll give about a 5-minute time frame. If there are no small groups, we'll have an entire hour for your small group. Okay? We don't have any special presenters. That'll be from 4:30 to 5:30. And what we're going to start doing every week when you come to the campus over here on the south, we're going to have pasted to the door, on the inside of each room, on the door, the schedule for that day. Okay? So we're just going to try to have in many ways to just do a better job of communicating the schedule. Okay? Next. We do follow the program calendar for East Baton Rouge Parish School System, so if school is not in a certain day, we don't operate the mentoring program that day. Next. These are our partner schools for this year: Melrose, Estruma Middle, and Estruma High, and then AMI. Y'all, we've had just such a tough time with AMI trying to get them geared up. I was real hopeful it still could happen this Tuesday. I've been dealing directly with their director, and I still have not gotten any clarity about this week. Okay? Things can happen rapidly, but so as soon as Monday morning hits, I'm going to be on my phone with her, just trying to get some kind of clarity and see what we need to do to make AMI happen for this Tuesday. Okay? That's an alternative school here in Baton Rouge. Okay, next. These are our on-site teams. These are ways that you can get involved if you have not. We have the academic teams, ACT prep and tutors. Food, snacks, and media is kind of under the same umbrella. Spiritual, motivational, and skits and drama. Post-secondary, career development, job skills, and life skills under the umbrella together. Support personnel, and small group leaders. Next. You can just kind of move through these. These are pretty much the same. It's just kind of showing what the team needs is as far as how many people we need on some of these teams to properly engage. Our off-site teams, these are for people that may not necessarily have an ability to come on site because of their work schedule, just their schedule, but you can still have a great impact. We do have the administration and data entry team, intercessory prayer, parental involvement, fundraising, grant writing, and then we also have a special events heading that deals with awards programs, field trips, community outreach, etc. You can go through those as well. I want to kind of move through these. It's just telling you what these particular groups do. We do want to stop here at our organizational chart. We found it necessary to just kind of modify how I was basically disseminating leadership. And instead of having about 24 people calling on me and me trying to communicate with that many people, I developed an executive leadership team. Miss Gray, I saw Miss Gray. Where you at, Miss Gray? Yes, Miss Gray in the back. She's these are the teams that she oversees: administration, data entry, fundraising, grant writing, and support. Joe Brown, where's Joe? That's Joe, everybody. He oversees everything with academics. Okay, if you've got an interest in being a part of that, that's the person to connect to. Jeffrey Vester, where you at, Jeffrey? There's Jeffrey. Jeffrey oversees small groups. He basically over anybody that's doing any kind of presentations, ministry type facets with the student, post-secondary, career development, job, life skills. So if you have an interest in that, he's the person. And then Miss Gwen Jones, where Miss Gwen? All right, there's Gwen. She oversees what we kind of call our service and our specialty areas: food, snacks, media, awards program, field trips, intercessory prayer, and parental involvement. Go back to that. Yeah, let's move to the next. Important upcoming date. Man, every time I drop this and download this, everything gets mixed up. This is not how I had it laid out, y'all. I was a little more excellent than this. But these are just some important upcoming dates. This coming Friday, November the 16th, right here in the South Auditorium, is going to be all done up and decorated real nice. You are invited. You should get an email if you haven't already gotten an email communication from the church, because I did give them your contact information. But there's a volunteer party celebration for anybody that's involved with Bethany in any facet, volunteering and helping with any ministries. Mentorship program included. And this is all for you. It's going to be a really nice night. It's going to be a really nice meal. And there's some special things that's going to go on. So if you can be there, please, by all means, come. Now, that's not in your program. We just added that. But Thanksgiving holidays is November the 19th through the 23rd. There's no mentoring program activities that week at all because school is out. There's nothing going on. And then lastly, the next youth mentorship monthly meeting.
It says Saturday, December 8th.
December the 8th, so it's about a month away. Okay? Today's what, the 10th? So yeah, it's about a month from now. Will be our next monthly mentoring meeting. It'll be our last one for this semester, and then I think we're out for like 3 weeks for the holidays. I do have calendars up here for anybody that need calendars. If it's your first time, I got a whole introductory packet up here. I got background check forms, whole harmless waiver forms. I even have lanyards for your mentors as well as you never gotten a lanyard. Anybody have any questions on this particular piece, particularly about new people? Okay. Now what we're gonna do for the rest of our time, we got about 45 minutes left. I want to give this time, as we always do, to the groups and the teams. I do want to let you know something that we are considering. We're getting a little feedback on the small groups, particularly with the older students. We're anticipating doing something different in next semester with a curriculum. We're actually doing some research, and what we're going to do next month will be a real important meeting to try to, anybody that's involved with small groups, really try to gear them up to be here, because we're gonna put several pieces of material in your hand that day. It's gonna be maybe 3 or 4 different curriculums. We want you all to basically be the decision maker, because you're the ones that's doing it, okay? And it's all gonna be biblically based stuff, so it's gonna have the Word of God filtered all through it. But what we're gonna do for the rest of this semester, I'm going to take the lessons and I'm going to modify them, and I'm going to kind of dummy them down. We're going to take away all of that verbiage content at the beginning, all of that reading, those passages, those pre-passages, and we're going to do like an icebreaker with the students, and then we're just going to have some questions. We're going to just go through some topics, and it's going to be really built just to have conversation happen. Okay, and then I'm gonna maybe have a key verse that'll be kind of our verse that you'll get to share with the students before you really get into the lesson, kind of as the theme or the backdrop. And as always, never leave without praying for those students. The last thing I want happen every week, and go around and lay your hands on them. I can do that. Yeah, you can do that. Go around and touch them. Okay, that's important. Lay your hands on their head, on their shoulder. Father, touch John. This is what I believe God's going to do. God's going to start speaking to you. God may give you a word. Man, I never heard God say a word. I'm telling you. I remember a guy one time came to Brother Larry. He was all defeated and depressed and discouraged because he felt like he wanted to see God use him and to see people get healed. And so Brother Larry asked me, he said, well, brother, what are you doing to pray for people? He said, well, I haven't went in to pray yet. He said, well, brother, you got to get it going. Signs follow. Heaven's not going to open up and the light going to come down and say, you can go and pray for the sick, you have to get. No, these signs follow them that believe. You lay hands and God's going to heal. And so just do it. God's going to start speaking to you. He's going to start showing you things, but this is the last thing we want them to get before they get on their bus. I want them to ride with a word down in their spirit. Yeah. The words that somebody prayed over them. Amen? Amen. Well, I'm going to do something real quick. Jeffrey, raise your hand if you were interested in small groups, any of the teams that do presentations, life, job skills, all that. Y'all can go with Jeffrey if you're interested in helping with academics. Joe Brown, raise your hand again. You can go and meet with Joe. And if you're on multiple teams, like I said, we got 45 minutes, so if y'all can try to maintain up until 11:30, just in case somebody is in another group and then they want to come over and get caught up. But why is this time very important? Probably one of the most important things we're going to do during this time. This gives us a venue every month to be able to sit down face to face, talk through issues, talk through any challenges, share ideas and different things like that. And if we can, if we need to modify different approaches or even talk about needs that you have. Wanted to share with Melrose, we're going today to get your prize box. So Sister Sandra, Sunday and tomorrow when I see you at church, I'll have your prize box with the prizes and all that, and y'all can begin to implement that portion. And that's something for the older kids too. I would like to find a way to reward those that are doing things good. I don't want them, I want to do more celebrating and encouraging than we do correcting. You know we'll have to do some correcting, but I want us to enhance that. And so that could be some things that are discussed as well. Miss Gwen with food team. We have needs with people getting involved with the parental components. She has some new strategies she can share with you with that. Also with our awards program that's coming up, field trips. Next semester, we got a big budget. We've already got it approved. We got a big budget for field trips. So yeah, we do want to try to do some things to raise our own funds to do even more, but we can do some meaningful things with the kids because I even had one of them said to me last week, I thought we were going to be doing trips. No, but listen, the reason why we have not, because we just got to get that group engaged. Nobody has planned anything. And so we just got to get all the components. It's got to be holistic. It can't just be academic. It can't just be small group. It's got to be everything, you know. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to draw even more kids and keep the kids engaged, okay? And then lastly, what am I forgetting? Oh, Miss Erica, if you have a desire to help in any administrative capacity, we just purchased, we spent a lot of money, thousands of dollars on a new software management online platform that's gonna help us manage this entire thing. Now, once we get this up, we'll have a goal to have the whole thing up by January. Any new mentors on board, they just go straight to this platform, enter all their information, the background checks are done automatically. This is gonna be a seamless type deal for us. We're gonna be able to send out email blasts, text blasts, everything through this platform. So it's a fascinating platform that's gonna really help us to really take things to another level and give us the capacity to grow. So when we come to a place where we got thousands of mentors, I say, when we've got thousands of mentors, look, Mr. John, really come here. It's only about 50 people in here, even that many. I'm telling you, we're gonna get that big. We're gonna have people coming from all over wanting to be a part of this. And guess what? God's gonna do something in their life as well. It's not just gonna be something that's gonna be transformative for the youth. It's gonna change us as well. Amen, for the good. So I'm gonna give you some time right now to go and meet with those small groups. And then once 11:30 comes, y'all, we are dismissed. And there's plenty more food back there. You might want to grab you a couple of plates. Going to the small group. All right, love y'all. God bless you. Got a question, y'all. No, we got to get that group engaged as well. So, trying to think, who is that under? Is that under Miss Gwen?
Hi. Great, how are you?
I think is. So Miss Gwen,
All right.
she can help you to know who that leader is, and see if you need to maybe, we just maybe need to have a conversation.